Dani tests positive for the Brca gene. What's up, my Beyond the Gates peeps? This is my review for today's episode, January 9th, 2026. I had to emphasize the ninth because I keep saying the eighth for some reason. I don't know, I feel like there was something I was supposed to do yesterday, but oh well, I'll figure it out eventually, I guess. But anyway, so Dani tested positive today. Her and Nicole got the results back today, and I was confused because I thought that everybody got tested except for Kat. So it was just Nicole and Dani that got tested, and if either one of them had it, then their kids would get tested. So okay, so now that Dani has it, Naomi and Chelsea will need to get tested. So that just made Kat's little rant and meltdown just seem irrelevant now since Nicole doesn't have it. But I know a lot of people pooped on her for acting like that and being stupid or whatever. But yeah, I was like, yeah, that's a little extra because, I don't really like. I won't say I don't like Kat, but sometimes she's really annoying sometimes. But I totally get her. I understand where she was coming from because myself, when I find out there's something could be wrong, I don't rush to the doctors. I don't go get tested and stuff like that. It lingers and maybe it'll go away, maybe not. Wait until it's absolutely, I can't take it anymore, then I'll go. So I can totally understand with Kat, and her worrying wasn't really necessary now. But I mean, I guess she'll be worried about her aunt Dani, and then her cousins also, especially Chelsea, because they have Chelsea Cat. So oh lordy. So we'll see where that goes. And let's talk about Anita. This is me. It just seems like Anita is taking is way better than everybody else. It's like she's the one with the breast cancer, but she's just so much more chill than everybody else. Except for when she went off on her friend and through the glass or whatever. I was like, well, damn. Tamara is really working on that Emmy reel I see for this year. But yeah, so she started her chemo today, and Vernon packed an overnight bag for her to go sit for a couple hours of chemo. And he's like, yeah, his blanket in case you get cold, or he call it throw in case you get cold, something for her to watch. And I was like, did you pack her some wine too? I was like, I don't know. Can you drink wine while you're having chemo? I don't know. I don't think I've known anybody that's ever been through that. I have to, but anybody knows you can drink wine while you have chemo. That's a good way to chill. I'm just saying. So, but yeah, Vernon found out, and he is not gonna. He didn't want to tell Anita because she was still in chemo at the time. But looking at the preview for next week, it looks like Anita is gonna find out because she shows up at Danny's house, and Andre is telling her he doesn't think that Danny's dressed yet. Anita's like, "I birthed that child. You don't think I've seen her butt naked?" I was like, "Oh lordy, she don't look like she used to when she was a child." But I thought it was really sweet at the end when Nicole came over. Danny was laying in bed, and she just like took her coat off and just cuddled with her. I was like, oh, I just love Danny and Nicole. How they bond and stuff, like good like sisters. It's like, cause a lot of sisters on soaps are not like that. They are fighting over some dude, some dude or some chick. That's why I love soap operas. So, yeah. Speaking of Nicole, she told Marty and Smitty that she is dating Carlton, which I still don't understand. Like, what happened to Kyle? Like, I mean, I know he was like a new character, but it was Greg Vaughn. I've had a crush on him since back on his Charmed days, which I didn't realize he was on Charmed until I was watching a rerun one day after I had started watching General Hospital. I saw him. I was watching a rerun of Charmed, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Lucky!" Yeah, so speaking of which, that'd be a good show to binge. Anyways, I thought that she didn't want to be with Carlton because of, the conflict with Ted. But now she's like with him all the time. Yeah. And like, okay. And Marty didn't like it. He's like, you're gonna be with Gran for her chemo, and it's not a good time to date. Where's your mother? She can date whenever she wants to. Go, that boy get on my nerves. But Smitty, he was supportive. He's like a good son-in-law. Oh lordy. But oh yeah, Kat, she apologized to Chelsea for being a bitch, of course. And, missing out on the Mardi Gras party. I was like, yeah, Nita throwing parties and stuff. Oh lordy. But yeah, Kat went and got drunk with Tomas of all people. Lordy. I still don't understand why she's still dating that dude. He's just whatever. But yeah, she was apologizing and they like just made up and then they found out about Dani. Naomi came over. Yeah. Um oh lordy, pretty that's about the gist of what happened on today's episode that I can think of. Oh lordy, I feel like I forgot something. I was like, that's sad because I just literally watched it, but those are the scenes that really like stuck out to me on the show. Yeah, but hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I had pulled this up so I can Google what the Brca gene. First of all, to make sure I was saying it right. Because it's one thing to hear it said and then another thing to try and Google it. And I was like, what are you talking about? Google's like, what are you talking about? This is not something you Google. I don't know. But there was one other thing I was going to say. Oh, hold on one moment. I'm like, okay, so I wasn't losing my mind. I was like, hold on, let me think. I didn't think that you want to see me just like thinking in silence. Yeah, but Jacob was trying to go to another therapy session with Naomi, and she didn't seem like she was up for it. But I was like, I can understand trying to wait for her to see if her mom was gonna get her test results. But girl, you're gonna need some therapy after after today's episode. And also, well before Nita went to therapy, she heard the construction at Leslie's house. So I was like, okay, because I was wondering, because that was a few months ago she started that construction. So I was not that I was really curious about what's going on with Leslie, but I did think about it because she was talking with Joey this week about him being, I guess, not being a part of, but donator. There's another word I'm trying to think of. I cannot think of it right now. But investor, that's the word. Investing in the free clinic. Um and he got talked into it. But oh lordy. But I forgot who talked him into it. I was like drawing a blank. Was it Vanessa? I don't remember. Wow, I cannot remember. I can't remember anything today. But anyways, he talked into it and he wanted it named after her oh lordy, what is that? Not Ted. Doug. I forgot that boy's name. Doug. He wanted it named after Doug. I was like, you really wanted to name a free clinic after your girlfriend's husband that you killed. Don't ever change, Joey. Don't ever change. Leslie's like, no. Because bet you she probably would want to name it after herself. Even though it was Samantha's idea in the first place. And I'm sure Eva will have something to say about it when she finds out herself. But whatever. But, I can never remember that cop, that the Jacob's partner. I can never remember his name. Old dude. He be driving me crazy. But what's up with him and Leslie? He's cheating on his wife with Leslie. I don't know. Leslie definitely has a type. She loves the married man. Oh lordy. But yeah, that's gonna drive me crazy. I can never remember his name. Malone. That's it. Malone. Makes me wonder if he's just really not happy with his wife or he's just trying to say that so that he can, investigate Leslie for within. He's definitely got in deep. But anyways, that's all I have to talk about Beyond the Gates today because my mind is just drawn in a blank. It's been a long week. yeah, I'll recharge and try to do more reviews of Beyond the Gates. This is actually my third review of Beyond the Gates. I haven't done one on this channel, but my Danny Bear A7 channel, I did do one after the first week, and then I did one at the end of the month. The first month, and then that's it. And we're coming up on 1 year. That's pathetic. But anyways, I'm gonna check out. Let me know how are you enjoying Beyond the Gates this year? Oh, that's what it was I wanted to talk about. A lot of people are putting down Beyond the Gates for this cancer storyline, saying that it's kind of preachy and kind of like a PSA or whatever. I think it's really great stuff. Um, I don't have a problem with it. I think other soaps have done it too, but it seems like this show is taking it a different approach because usually, well, I won't say usually, but sometimes people are in denial or they, cry, think the world's over, whatever. But I think it's really good, and I guess I'm just somebody who likes to take in knowledge, so the more, the better, I guess because then, if they didn't really go into deep, then you'd be like, oh, what happened with Anita and her her cancer storyline? But I don't know. I think some people just like to put down Beyond the Gates for whatever reason. But I'm liking what's going on. Keep it going. I will support the show. Um, and that's all I say. Anyways, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, because why not? And yeah, let me know how you enjoying Beyond the Gates this year. And also, I did a video talking about what I would like to see on Beyond the Gates in 2026. If you haven't checked that out, check that out. I'll link it at the end of this video. And I will see you guys next time for the next video. Thank you for watching. Love y'all. Bye.